Zelda the Parallel Worlds is a turn-based room simulator developed by Square Enix. It follows a plucky little anime boy in a green dress as he sets out to prove that Zelda is not a girl's name. It is set in a dystopian future where technology has regressed to the medieval, and whatever remained is worshipped as magic. There are two primary factions in the game. The force is the perpendicular versus the parallel tower. There has been somewhat of a change to the regular format of these Zelda games. The King of Hyrule has been rewritten as a tyrant, wanting the power of the tower for some vague, evil purpose. Zelda is no longer a princess, but instead is one of 7 trans-dimensional hippies seeking to use the Triforce to undo global warming. While I do appreciate a deeper message to a game, between this and Wind Waker, I really wish they stopped letting Al Gore write the plots for JRPGs. While it is a modified version of A Link to the Past, the plot remedies several inconsistencies in the official Zelda timeline left in the wake of Super Smash Bros. Melee. Namely the issue of having 3 versions of Link coexist in one setting. This is something of a controversial move. While it does allow Sony to maintain the movie rights and the multiple timelines are already an established part of the Zelda universe, Parallel Worlds could risk becoming as convoluted and unstable as DC Comics' continuity. Superboy Prime. The game mostly takes place over the hour-long period in which I was bothered to play it. The missions I played took place mostly during night, but there are day segments too. The developer's going for an uber-realistic version of Hyrule in which both night and day exist. Now unfortunately this is nothing new. This mechanic has been a staple of Pokemon Silver for well over a century now. Negative points for effort. Gameplay consists of moving using the D-pad and pressing buttons to activate Link's special powers. Now his main 2 special powers in the game are picking up pots and inexplicable sword. But just like in Grand Theft Auto, he used these powers to murder law enforcement and acquire currency. The game is so much fun I wanted to claw my own eyeballs out, and it is quite challenging, and as a filthy casual, I found it as difficult as trying to come up with a suitable simile for this review. As dying takes you all the way back to the very start of the game, I made good use of the quick save function and cheating to progress through the game at a reasonable pace. Just like my house, every room is full of spikes, statues that shoot fireballs, and needlessly violent men who explode upon contact with crockery. I found this setting comforting. I empathise with Link's character, as I too suffer from crippling social anxiety and remain silent during any social interaction. I couldn't invest as much in the rest of the cast as they have been rendered as 2-dimensional characters. This review is very challenging and somewhat tedious, but so is the game. I rate this game as Triforce of Wisdom and Triforce of Power out of Triforce.